to Santa Monica. We are going to take you on a little adventure. We're going to show you the pier, of course, and the beach. We're also going to take you on some places that maybe you haven't seen before in Santa Monica. So come along, and as always, there's going to be a really good sandwich at the end, so you're going to want to stay for that one. Let's go on an adventure.
Well, if we're going to do a lot of walking and have a big adventure, we're going to need a good breakfast. And for that, we're going to go to Ray's Restaurant. We got a mushroom omelet and some biscuits and gravy. Now, if you're looking at the map, you're probably thinking, why would I go 2.6 miles away from the pier to have a mushroom omelet? It doesn't look that special. And you'd probably be right, except you'd also be wrong. Because as I pan around this small diner that is very busy, you're going to think to yourself, this place looks familiar. But how can it be? You've never been here before. The answer is, you probably have seen Ray's Restaurant before. You see, when your favorite Hollywood movie or television show script calls for a 1958 diner, there's a good chance the film was filmed at Ray's. The Wonder Years, Starsky and Hutch, Chelsea Handler, Steve Martin, Madonna, and even Elton John have been at Ray's Restaurant. The place is a perfect place to just go out and hang out with friends, and basically everybody in Hollywood knows it.
What's that?
After breakfast, we made our way inland to the Santa Monica History Museum, which also doubled as the main library for Santa Monica. So we went ahead and got a library card.
We're here on Santa Monica Boulevard. Having some fun. That's what Sheryl Crow would want us to do, right?
Yep, all the way till the sun comes up. It's up now, but
yeah, it's up now.
Not that you can tell.
Yeah.
The gray is. Well, the June gloom is gloomy.
The June gloom is gloomy. But the temperature is fine today.
Let's get.
Oh, I got a new library card for my collection.
Yeah, we're actually over here to go to the History Museum, but the History Museum is also the library, and Denise was excited. The library card is pretty good because if you get the library card, you can use the Libby app, and the Libby app, the more library cards you collect here in the state of California, the more books on tape you can get.
Well, the Libby app is national.
If you're a California resident, collecting library cards is fun, and it helps expand your Libby app so you can get more audiobooks for free.
We're here at the History Museum. We're going to check out, see what they have here.
Santa Monica's first people were called the Tongva people. They were a coastal tribe that made their way by hunting and fishing. Unfortunately, they were displaced by the Spanish, who settled what they called Alta California. Santa Monica's modern history starts in 1875 when some real estate speculators were trying to build a rival port to the San Pedro port. That effort failed, and Santa Monica quickly pivoted to tourism and entertainment. The entertainment started with a bathhouse, but it grew all the way to a major theme park called Pacific Ocean Park. Unfortunately, the Santa Monica Pier was and still is made of wood, and a fire has burned it several times. 1974 was the biggest fire that completely burned down the pier, and so Pacific Ocean Park is no more. But wait, didn't you just start this video at the pier? Yes, I did, but I'll have to explain that part later.
We are at the end of Route 66 here. You can see the whole route right here, all the way from Chicago to Los Angeles. And a lot of it's no longer there, but what is there you can travel, so that's cool.
Visiting the History Museum, I learned some very interesting things about Santa Monica. For example, Shirley Temple was born in Santa Monica in 1928, and everyone knows how Miss Bright Eyes started her Hollywood career at the age of 3. But many people do not realize that she actually grew up, and it turns out that her true passion was actually diplomacy. She was not only the U.S. ambassador to both Ghana and Czechoslovakia, but she was also the Foreign Service's first female chief of protocol. Another interesting start in Santa Monica was the cartoon character Popeye. Popeye made his first debut in 1929 as a minor character in a comic strip called The Thimble Theater. The character was created by a cartoonist named Elzie Seeger, and he found inspiration from some of the local fishermen.
Here's a picture of Captain Olaf Olsen, who's on the right here, and he was the inspiration for Popeye the Sailor Man. You can totally see with that cob pipe and everything. He was a Norwegian sailor that came here to Santa Monica in 1925 and was part of the fishing industry here. Santa Monica was known for being the first mussel beach, just next to the pier, just to the left of the pier. It was formed in the 1890s, known for its barbell system. That's where they got the barbell. Some of the famous people at Muscle Beach here in Santa Monica is Baron Leone, who was a wrestling fame hauler, and here is his belt buckle. It says Tournament of Eastside. So his California Championship belt to Baron Leone, #1 wrestling personality. Looking at these, you can totally see how it's a barbell because it was a bell.
It looks like a bell.
Yeah, it looks like a bell.
On the other side of a bar.
Not now where it looks like more like a plate, but back then it was a bell. Taxis.
Driverless cars.
Yeah, it's a driverless car.
Getting around Santa Monica is very easy. All you have to do is find a parking lot you like, or better yet, take the Metrolink in. We parked at the pier parking lot, which was $15 for one entry. There are no re-entry privileges. The tip at the Santa Monica Pier parking is to park in the back of the lot, so that at the end of the day, it is easier to exit.
Mr. Squirrel. She's right there.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one up there. Wow, they're all over the place here.
Once you get past the cliff that is the beach, the city is pretty flat, so it's really walkable. The little park on the top of the cliff is called Palisades Park. It is known for having a lot of squirrels and homeless people, but it also has some interesting Civil War cannons. The cannons were originally made in 1861 for the Civil War and retrofitted in 1885 to defend Angel Island near San Francisco. Today they point out towards the Pacific Ocean, basically guarding the beachgoers. Walking around Santa Monica learning history made us hungry, so we went to a place called Bay City's Deli.
Bay City's Italian Deli and Bakery.
It is hard when a place achieves a certain level of fame to live up to its own reputation. Bay City's Deli will be busy when you get there. You will be dealing with a long wait, and you will pay a lot for one of their sandwiches. But there is a reason why you want to wait for one of their sandwiches. And the reason is called the Godmother, which is their signature sandwich, which is made with prosciutto ham, capicola, mortadella, Genoa salami, and provolone cheese. But remember, there's no substitutions or you might get kicked out.
I was waiting in line, but Denise was awesome, and she was able to get one of the Godmothers. Mild, so perfect. And then we're just waiting in line looking at all the pastas they have. They have a lot. All the fancy ketchups.
A tip to help you with your wait time is if you are okay with a pre-made sandwich, go to the left opposite of the deli counter. There you will see some pre-made sandwiches. It saves you a lot of time. There's nothing better than a Bay City sandwich on a park bench near or at the Santa Monica Pier.
Okay, that's pretty good. First bite. Good stuff. Okay, Denise approved.
The 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica is a place to see and be seen. It is 3 blocks of car-free roads that house the Saturday Morning Farmers Market and the Art Museum in Santa Monica. We went to the Art Museum and they had an exhibit featuring Wes Anderson, but we were not interested, so we went to this place called Di Mattassi that is well known for its hand-roasted coffee. They are also known for their hot chocolate named the Hot Lavender. but I think somehow I got the regular hot chocolate because it didn't look anything like lavender. It was okay, but I'm not sure I would pay another $7 to try it again.
Craziness.
After seeing the promenade, it was finally time to head to the pier.
Chewbacca from Star Wars, Dad. And Spider-Man as well.
Okay, we have made it to the pier now, so I'm going to turn around the camera here so you can see. Here we are at the pier.
So speaking about the pier, the Santa Monica Pier is the mainstay of culture in Southern California. As I said back in the beginning when we were at the History Museum, in 1974, a fire burned down half the pier, and in 1983, the ocean swell took care of the part that the fire didn't. A rebuilding effort took place, and in 1987, a newly rebuilt Santa Monica Pier was born. In 1996, a development firm opened up Pacific Park, and once again there was an amusement park on the pier complete with a roller coaster.
Wow, that's cool.
Although there has always been some sort of amusement close by. For example, the legendary Louvre Carousel Barn has been operating near the pier since 1922.
Now on the carousel, it was $3 for a ticket, and we were looking at the carousel, and they're mostly horses, but we saw one pig and one goat.
Yep.
And there's chariots, and that's what we're doing. Nobody else on the carousel right now, so we're just riding by ourselves right now. Fine. It's all good. Check out that Wurlitzer. Really good condition Wurlitzer out there. See all the colors. A little bit view of the pier as we go around in circles. Dottie Hawkins' board here. She was one of the first female surfers. This is the board. This is the same one that's in this picture here. You can see her also in that picture too. She was famous for doing ballet on her surfboard. Okay, here we are at the original hot dog on a stick.
Also a Santa Monica first operating near the pier is Hot Dog on a Stick. The first Hot Dog on a Stick location opened in 1946 in Santa Monica as Party Puffs, but soon changed its name to Hot Dog on a Stick. But they still serve really good lemonade.
We have made it officially to the end of Route 66. It's the end of the trail, and officially onto the pier. It's crowded here today.
The main attraction of Santa Monica, of course, is the pier. It is a fun place just to hang out. Every once in a while you might also hear a few singers hoping that they will be discovered.
Marker, you have to read the marker.
Have to read the marker.
Okay, never the comments. Although I read all the comments.
Oh, and there's this really big beach too, but we really didn't go there that much because, let's face it, Denise doesn't like sand.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Thank you for coming along on this adventure. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next adventure. This is the PedrozaTravel, and we'll see you on the next week's show.